Good day, everyone. I am Cruose, and welcome to my combined tutorial of my Notepaper series. This features all of the basic collections of the Notepaper series, including the Sticky Notes series. For the first part of this tutorial, I will go over and showcase all of the variations and themes available for each collection. If you're here for the actual tutorial, you may skip this part. First off, I'll show you the blank paper collection. Once you've opened the Google Drive link, you can immediately open the product catalog to read about its variations, themes, as well as instructions on how to use the product. Before we continue, I would like to encourage all of you to subscribe to my email list by clicking the button below. Once you subscribe, you'll automatically receive a 50% discount on your next purchase. If you ever encounter any issues, you can email me here, and you may also follow me on my social media by clicking the buttons below so you can stay updated on my promos and giveaways. Here is the instruction section of the product, where you can follow a guided walkthrough on how to use everything. For the blank paper collection, we have the following variations. It comes in both A4 and letter sizes, as well as landscape and portrait orientations. Now, I'll give a walkthrough of my themes. For the other parts of this video, I'll just briefly show the themes since they are repeated across every collection. First, we have the classic rainbow, which features classic colors like pure white, black, red, and so on. We also have the colored spice theme, which includes vibrant, colored paper style tones. There's also a muted version of these colors called matted stones, and a lighter, airy version called pastel sweets. We also have tinted whites, which are white papers tinted with a bit of color, and its dark version called tinted nights, which uses black paper as the base. We also have special edition themes like autumnal cabin with 3 specialty papers. Other themes include evergreen forest, beach blues, and the coquette theme. Next, we have the lined notepaper series, which features papers with ruled lines as guides, similar to a typical notebook page. For this collection, we have both margin and no margin versions. The margin version includes a red rule line. Again, the paper sizes include both A4 and letter. For pattern spacing, we have wide ruled for younger students, college ruled for college use, and narrow ruled for those who want more condensed spacing. Similar to the blank paper collection, we have the same themes with a few additions. First, the classic template resembles everyday items like the classic blue-red lined paper and the yellow pad. Other than that, everything remains the same except for paper white line, which is a printer-friendly theme with pure white paper so you can save ink while adding a personal touch. And here's a brief showcase of the other themes. Next, we have the grid notepaper series. It has both margin and no margin versions, with the margin version adding a small margin similar to typical graph paper. It comes in both A4 and letter sizes and includes various grid sizes. Many of these follow industry standards, but for everyday students like me, I recommend using the 5mm template. The themes are the same as the lined notepaper series. Next, we have the dotted notepaper series. It includes A4 and letter versions and the same spacing options as the grid notepaper series. Again, if you're unsure which to use, you can go with the 5mm template. The themes are again the same as those in the lined and grid series. Next up, we have the Cornell Notepaper series. It has 4 variations, blank, lined, grid, and dotted. It includes both A4 and letter sizes, with spacing matching each variation. There are also 2 types, one where only the notes section is patterned, and another where the entire page is patterned. The themes are the same as the previous collections. Finally, we have the sticky notes template. We have index tabs you can use for marking pages, page flags for covering information, various sticky note sizes in different patterns, and washi tapes for decoration. Its themes are very similar to the previous ones. Now that we are finished with the showcase, I'll show you how to access the templates. First, click through the folders until you reach the PDF and SVG options. If you want to directly use the template, you can choose the PDF or PNG version. However, if you want to customize the colors, you may prefer the SVG. For this demonstration, I'll show you the PDF. As you can see, opening the folder shows different theme folders. I'll open the classic folder, which contains a variety of common templates. To download a specific theme, simply hover over the file and click download. Once downloaded, you can use it for any purpose. Here, I'll extract the folder using a zip manager. Then, let's try to use the classic gray template so we can print it. Just a disclaimer, not all templates are printable. The print-friendly themes are the classic and paper white line series, the others are meant for digital use. To print, just click the print button and choose your printer. Since this one is A4, set the paper size accordingly. You may adjust the quality as well, but for everyday printing, 300 dpi is enough. If you want, you can print on both sides, like notebook paper. And if you need multiple copies, simply adjust the number under copies. Now, let me show you how to use the SVG for customization. First, locate the template you want and download it. Once downloaded, you can upload the SVG into Canva. Create a new design using the same size as the SVG, and now you can recolor it however you like. This works for all paper types, including the sticky notes, so feel free to get creative. Once finished, download it as a PNG or PDF. Now, let me show you how to use the template in your note-taking app. For this demo, I'll use Goodnotes, but any app that supports PDF and PNG will work. First, import the PDF. Once imported, you can write anything you want on it. If you want to add sticky notes, you can insert them as PNGs. Each sticky note has a shadow to make it look realistic while keeping it simple. You can also add a sticky note as a sticker so you can reuse it anytime. For other note-taking apps, I've attached links in the description to guide you when importing PDFs and PNGs. And that is all for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.